Hello, my name is Sucket, and we are playing Magic Infinitum 3. A little bit under the weather, so I'm sorry if my voice doesn't sound too good. I've been up all night with my poor cat. She got out of surgery a few days ago, so we're taking care of her. Everybody wish Aloysius get well soon. First thing I want to do today is get into Corel Tombstone, at least a little bit. Decorate blocks? Cool. Big chains. Anyway, we're going to need some dark marble. We get that with the graves dust and the stone, not to be confused with the sooty marble that we used last time in Astral Sorcery. This I found in a chest. I think Undead will also drop them. We're going to make that. We're going to make a couple of these. And then we're going to make an item from quark. I'm going to take some item frames. We're going to take some glass panes. And we're going to make these clear item frames, or glass item frames, which work just like regular item frames, but you don't see the frame. We'll have to make a little area because we'll want a couple of these graves. They have a couple of uses. Sits here for a little while, it'll eventually get a little ghost zipping around it, and when we die, we can use the key we get when we die. We can right click on this and the ghost will go into the key, sort of, and that will allow us to teleport back to our grave. Another thing we can do is hold, isn't that nice? Hold right click the Ankh and increase our knowledge of death. Let's get back in the house here. This one we're going to keep on us. Now, the knowledge of death, you can get there from the keybinds. You can also get there from there. This is where we spend these upgrade points. All kinds of things. You get enchanted keys normally. You can improve the effects that you get on death. This Shadow Walker is what's been allowing us to get a little closer to mobs. And there's all kinds of, neat stuff. I think we have this as a passive effect. Now we're also going to use some of this stuff decoratively. What happened to all those other onks? Oh, they're all just, this is a progress bar. That's why you can't see them. We'll be able to go back and pray again in another 3 hours. That's 3 hours real time. Well, we're going to put a few of these. If you see items, though, just like sitting on my walls, and you're wondering how that's done, that's the glass item frame. Wonderful decorative tool from Quark. Now, a couple episodes ago, we made the Pure Daisy. You can see it there behind us. We made some living wood by surrounding it with wood blocks. This here is living rock. You make it by surrounding the Pure Daisy with stone. Now, we're going to need a bit of this stuff. We're also going to need some more living wood. Now, we're going to need, we're going to turn all of these into petals. What we're going to make here, hey, come on. We're going to make something called a mana spreader, and I think, yeah, there we go. Now, mana is the power of the mod. And this allows us to transmit the power. Now, we're going to need something to put the power in, so we're going to take some living rock and we're going to make a mana pool. Simple, simple. Actually, we're going to put that up by 1. And just some oak for the time being will do the trick. Okay. Now we're going to need a few more things here. How much living wood do we have left? Oh, we got enough. Okay. We're gonna make ourselves, I think it's called a wand of the forest. Oh, no, that's not, we need the twigs, that's right. Living wood twigs are very expensive. They're 2 blocks of living wood each. This is like the wrench of the mod. You can use any 2 of the petals. I think the colors show up. And what we're going to want to do is shift right click and shift right click. And now you see the mana spreader. It's physically pointing at the mana pool. And when we hold the wand of the forest, you can see a particle effect showing you that the 2 are connected. Finally, we're going to need something to actually generate mana in the first place. And in Botania, you do that with flowers. Now we're going to make the flowers just like we made the pure daisy. And we have some flowers, but I would like some more. We could go out and pick them. They generate in the world, but I don't want to do all that. Now let's see, that's not how you make floral fertilizer. How do we do it? Well, we can use dye. Go on, circle through the dyes. Okay, it looks like it's dye only in this. We don't use the petals, so I did not need to make all of those petals. But, you know, dye we... Oh my god, it's these guys. Let's go ahead and... There we go. Probably more of them over here. Like I was saying, dye is pretty easy for us to get, so that's just fine. We'll just go ahead and clone a bunch of rose bushes. Now we'll turn them all into dye. Alright. Go ahead and make this stuff. Oh, that's a good bit of it. Wonderful. I'm going to get some of the rest of this stuff in my inventory. This will all become clear in a minute. You can see it's just, when there is something on the pressure plate sends a redstone signal to the repeater, which powers the block, send a redstone signal up so that the hopper is activated with redstone and won't drop anything. So there's only one thing down there at a time. That'll all make sense soon. This stuff works just like bone meal, except all you get are Botania flowers. And, you know, if you got the bones, it'll save you a lot of hiking around. And a lot of flower gathering. Okay, I think we got at least one of everything. And that's good. You can generate mana all kinds of ways, and the book, the Lexica Botania, is fantastic. What we're going to do is we're going to make my favorite early game flower. That's not it. We're going to make an endo flame. We'll just go in here and look it up. I can never find them. There it is. Now this uses 2 brown petals, a red petal, and a light gray petal, and then a seed, just like the pure daisy. They all need seeds in the petal apothecary. So, again, the way this thing works is, we're going to get our bucket ready too. You just you throw what you want in the petal apothecary with Q. When you have a valid recipe, you'll see all that and that it needs a seed. Throw that in there, and you get your flower. Oh, that's the end of our occultism crusher. That's fine. We'll be making a newer, better, immortal one. Now, once you put water back in the apothecary, just like it says, you can put all the petals back in just by right-clicking with an empty hand. So if you're making a bunch of the same flower at once, which that's a thing you'll find yourself doing, it's quite easy. Now the End of Flames produce mana by burning fuel. We're going to burn coal. Now these will automatically link to the mana spreader since there's already a mana spreader here. A little bit of lag, the particle effect. And you can see the coal disappearing. We're going to put a few of these down. And I think the system can about handle 12 of these. So here's 8. That's a good amount. And we can already see this has some blue liquid in it, some mana. Awesome. Now, of course, if you have a magnet like on Silence Tools, that'll interfere with this. Let's just make ourselves, we'll just take some of this living wood and stand on this. So, mana, among other things, can transform certain items. I could throw an ender pearl in there. Oh, it doesn't have enough mana yet. That's what the X over the arrow means. Oh, I'm a fool. We're delivering a redstone signal to the mana spreader, and that'll stop it. So we'll have to connect all of these up again. It's like, what's going on? Alright, we'll connect these up. Whoops. There we go. And we set this thing wrong. There we go. Now we're talking. Good amount of mana flying through there. Probably enough to convert an ender pearl. Very nice. What we're going to do with this is craft it with a little bit of living rock, some gold, and 2 brewing stands to make an alchemy catalyst. The alchemy catalyst, if we place it underneath, I have to get some non-magnetized tools. If we put it underneath, it will allow the mana pool to transform more things. And it also prevents it from transforming some things. That's why we want to have easy access to it. What do I want to transform? Flowers. So I want at least one of every vanilla flower. And this process will take you through them in order until you run out of mana. But this doesn't take very much until you get the flower you're looking for. Now we have azure bluets. Let's see, let's get them all in front of us here. Okay, so tulips. The tulips we don't have. And you can just kind of go through the line and make them all. Once you get to Lily of the Valley, it goes, oh, you can get sunflowers, so it does go on from there. Nice. Now, the next thing we're going to do is some building. We need an enclosed area because we're going to have a little mob in here doing our farming for us. So I've taken some blocks from Chisel, these nice indent. Make a nice floor, a little storage area, spot to work. And now we got to think about walls. So what I think we're gonna do is some more stuff from Chisel. Let's see. Now we're also going to want some fancy glass, and we're going to use this metal framed glass from Valhelsia's structures and make some panes out of that. All right, we got a little couple of boxes here laid out. Now we're gonna add some log beams to it. Probably use some stripped dark oak. All right, now we're gonna switch gears a little bit and get back into Ars Nouveau. I want to make a Sylph to help us out with our farming, and you can read all about it in the where it's in the automation section, wherever that is. All kinds of cool stuff in here. We're gonna need a couple of things for this. We're gonna need a whole enchanting apparatus, which you can learn about in here. There's a couple of parts to it. And the first thing we're gonna need is some more arcane stone. So, okay, we got a good amount of these. And I'm cooking up some stone. I get one more stone. Come on, one more. I gotta upgrade this furnace into something better. But we'll soon have the resources to do that. So we're gonna make a good amount of arcane stone. And let's take a look at some crafting recipes. We're gonna need one of these. This is, I think, the expensive piece. Some iron. So one enchanting apparatus, right? Right. We're also going to need an arcane core, wherever that is. There are the pedestals. The splitters, relays. Arcane core. Okay, that's just going to take a little gold. Go ahead and craft that up. Where to go? There it is. We're not making creative. Okay, no, good. Also going to need 8 of these pedestals. And we're going to need some more stone. Okay. Let's go ahead and make some more of this stuff. And we're going to need 8. Oh, we got a little bit extra. Oh, these are all tasks, huh? We better take a look at the progression here. Oh, there's a check mark. Okay. Potion melder, ritual break. Okay. Gotta watch out for those check marks. Now, you don't have to set these up any particular way. They just have to be within a certain number of blocks from the enchanting apparatus. The enchanting apparatus has got to have an arcane core underneath it. Cool? Cool. So we're going to make some mage bloom seeds, and you can look up the recipe. It all has JI integration. The item in the middle goes in the enchanting apparatus after you place the other items on the pedestals in any order. So this one is just 4 source gems, and you right-click your thing in there, your whatever the central piece is, and you get your item. Now, what we're really going for here is a Sylph charm. So we're going to need, all this stuff, just some regular saplings, diamond. The mage bloom is what grows from the mage bloom seed. We have that outside in the farm. All right, moving right along here. We got the mage bloom seed, regular seed, birch, spruce, an oak, diamond, a source gem, and the Sylph. What did I do wrong? We got something wrong. What could we have wrong? I wonder if this one is too far away. Well, you know what we could do? We could leave it right there and move this thing, right? We'll just put it down. We'll try one block closer. Yep, that was the problem. Okay, so that's the range of the pedestals. Wonderful. A couple more things we're going to need. We're going to need a summoning crystal, which uses a whole block of source gems. 4 of these arcane stone, 2 iron, 2 gold. Whoops, 2 gold. Very nice. Pop the source gem block in there. Now, it's not clear to me that these actually use source from the jar. They do in some packs. I do see there's a little bit of source missing here. I thought this was full, so actually maybe it does. Anyway, there's one more thing we need, and that's the Dominion Wand. We don't actually need it for the Sylph, but we're going to need it later. And that's really easy. It's just 2 source gems, gold, and a stick. And we'll definitely be using this thing in relatively short order, but we don't need it right this second. Now, the way the Sylph works is that she'll use source, which we have in the jar over there, to produce what's around her, like the natural resources. So the happier she is, the more she'll produce. What makes her happy is quantity and variety. We don't really have too much of either. I'm hoping that all this over here will be enough to make her reasonably happy. She will give you wood and saplings. She's going to give us a lot of stripped spruce that we used on the outside. They don't have to be real trees, it just has to be this stuff. This is all that blazing arch wood. We'll get into why we want so much of this later. The user, you can see this in the dusty notebook. It's a little multi-block. You got to have your crystal, chest on one side, and source jar on the other. And you just right-click. Okay, she seems content, but could be better. So we're going to want to add as much as we can here. Not too much of any one thing. Now, this source won't last a long time, even with the growth ticks we're getting. I've been doodly harvesting this inferium so that we can get a whole field of it. But it'll last a little while, and it'll give me a sense of what. Yeah, she's already working. Give me a sense of what we're going to get from her, like sticks, for instance. Okay, it's also giving us the mandrake root from Hexeri, which we hadn't found a way to harvest yet. Okay, it's given us some seeds. It's probably not going to give us seeds for everything. But we are reproducing the man and artifice stuff, the witchery witch stuff, the Hexeri stuff. We've got those mushrooms we found in the nether from Good Night's Sleep. That just did something to me. We've got this, I don't know if she's going to do the dead bush or not. We'll find out. So I've got, while she's using up this source and producing all kinds of things for us, I want to hook this chest up to this drawer controller. What we're going to do is we're going to take these item cables from Cyclic, just like the fluid cables that we're using out in the Astral Sorcery setup. We're going to run one from the chest to the drawer controller. The drawer controller is great. You can use a hopper. Whoa, that is not the tool I wanted to use there. Let's put as much of this back. She'll get everywhere. Like, I didn't even want to put her down until I had an enclosed spot for her. So just dig down to the chest here. Alright. Now I believe this is going to work. But it should connect right to... Yeah, okay. Wonderful. And we'll just run this cable right along here. We'll put it over here first. You can see how we're lighting this up here. So let's change this. There we go. And now we'll run this along. Oops, that's where I'm going to want to get out. Now it's connected, but we're stuck. Oh, that worked like a trapdoor. I see. What's going on here? I'm like stuck. Let me get my act together. Okay. Let's get out of there. Now, we're seeing some blanks now. And I hope we are. Oh, we better sleep through the night. Some stuff moved. I might have screwed it up. We should see stuff continuing to move, but I don't. I might have messed this up down here. Like I saw some, like it said West Ulm, and I don't know what that means. So let's, oh! Oh, we did it again. Okay, I think it might have pumped a few things out that it doesn't have spots for. So we're gonna break this one real quick. And replace it. Get out of here. We may have things stuck in the... Okay, so a few things moved again. But then stopped. So we probably got some things stuck in there. Yeah, so the pipes were full of all kinds of stuff. The drawer shouldn't take anything that it doesn't have a slot for because they're all locked. Are these connecting? They look weird. I've never used these before, in case you can't tell. So now let's try our wrench. Okay, again, it looks like it took a bunch of stuff. If it takes stuff that doesn't have a spot to go, that's going to be problematic for us. Alright, that's not going to work. The pipes aren't smart enough. Let's see, what all are we going to need here? We're going to do something else. We're going to need 4 Eyes of Ender. Oh, I made too much blaze powder. That's okay. We're going to need some obsidian. That's other stone. And we're going to make 2 ender chests. We're going to need these ender pouches, so we'll need some leather. Alright. Make the ender pouches. Very cool. Oh, time to sleep. And finally, we're going to make 2 of these ender chests. Which, oh, we got to find the one with white wool. Okay. There we go. There's one. There's another one. Very nice. Now the next thing we're going to make is this golden hopper. It's fast. It uses a wooden hopper first. So we're going to need, I definitely have, do I have enough slabs? I made all these vertical slabs by mistake. Here we go. I need a few vertical slabs, but not that many. We're going to make 2 wooden hoppers, and then we'll need 10 gold to make 2 of these golden hoppers. Don't ask me why these dudes never kill the plague doctors. Crying out loud. So these pipes don't seem like they're really smart enough for us to do what we want to do. It seems like they're like hoppers, like they can hold one thing and they'll hold it in a chain without considering a whole row of pipes connected. Or it may be that there's upgrades that they need. Once we get more into cyclic, we'll probably take another look at these. They're fine for what they are. The liquid pipes are, you know, how many liquids are you going to be moving at once through a single system of pipes? Not that many. So now we got a bunch of stuff to deal with here. Now the way these ender chests work is pretty cool. Let's put that back down. We're going to put a hopper facing into here with an ender chest on top of it. And then, oh, not the obsidian. Actually, let's set the other one up first. That would be smarter. So we'll put an ender chest down here. Excuse me. My cat and I are both sick. So this is a white ender chest. Can we dye it? Yeah. So you can dye these 3 bands any color and it'll hook up to any ender chest that's also has those 3 bands dyed, those 3 same colors. Now this hopper, oh, can we not get into it? That could be an issue. That could ruin the whole plan. What I need is a hopper with a GUI. Do we need the wrench? Okay, I need a hopper with a GUI. All right. We may end up having to change that golden hopper out. Okay, so when we dye this red, like right now it's got nothing in it. When we dye it red, it'll have everything that the other ender chest has in it, which apparently is nothing. It might be something about the golden hoppers that I don't know. Okay, we'll have to read up on the golden hoppers. There's clearly something we don't understand there. Come on. All right, be that way. So we'll just use a regular hopper. Oh, it's not. There's your problem. Let's see if we can get this right. Doesn't seem like it wants to even go on there. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. So we've kind of traded one problem for another, but this is a solvable problem. We couldn't get at those pipes to reach the items that were in them and getting stuck, but we can certainly get in here. And now that we got this all set up, I think we're going to end it here. We'll be back next time to add a whole bunch more stuff to put in here to make our Sylph much happier. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.